Okay. So that's the next thing is callback. Okay. So first, this is also very important question. And in React, most of the time your code will work based on the callbacks only. Okay. So whatever the communication you want to propagate, they will do from the callbacks only. So let us see what is a callback. Okay. Suppose what we want to do, I want to write two methods. Okay. So the two methods I want to print some output. Okay. So let us see. Okay, suppose I want to call a sum function. Okay, so let us print a comma b function ma. Okay, suppose a comma b I want to do it. Let us remove it. Okay, so what is this function is going to do? It will get the x comma y and it will print it. Okay, so let us print the sum value. Console dot, sorry, return console dot log of sum. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so here we are going to do like this. So we are going to call this sum function, and this 10 will go to x, this 20 will go to y, and we are calling it 10 plus 20, 30. That 30 value we are printing it. Okay, so what is the output? You are going to get it here, 30. That is okay. Okay, but as per the standard, what we have to do, each function should do only one work. Think like this. Okay, suppose this sum function should do only adding the sum. It no need to print it, it no need to do anything. Okay, so printing is a some other function should do. Suppose for this purpose I have written another function, print function. Okay, so let me call this directly like this, print function. Okay, and what is the value I want to print? It sum. Okay, so let us go and do it something like this. So 30 we are also, so earlier also we are getting output, now also we are getting the output. Then what is a callback? Okay, suppose what we want to do, these two are not in a same file, that is one reason. Okay, and suppose think like this. Okay, so now whenever we are calling this function, after calling this function I want to call a print method. Okay, after calling this method, what am I want to do? Print function. So how can you do it? Simply like this, you can say print something like this, right? Okay, something like, if you first this function will be called, then this output will be coming. Okay, sometimes what will happen is this function will take a, it will execute after some time, but this output you will get it faster. Okay, this output you will get it faster, but we don't want to do this one. Okay, once the calculation is done, then only I want to print it. Okay, for demo what I will do, I will run this program. So the output is first 30. What is the output? So I have removed it, this save value, and let me print this. So let us see. So the first 30 will come something like this is a normal output. Okay, so what we want to do, so I'm going to write one simple line, and I will explain it. What is it? So there is a function called setTimeout. Okay, so inside the setTimeout, whatever the logic we are writing, we will write inside here. Okay, so this setTimeout, what it will do, whatever the logic you are writing here, this function will be called after only 1 second. This is 1000 milliseconds per 1 second. Okay, now if I am going, first I am calling this function. Okay, inside the function what you are calling, you are calling a setTimeout, and I am calling the hello world. So what is the expected output? You are going to get it here. See here, what is the expected? First hello world is coming, then 30 is coming. Okay, but we don't want in that order. After printing the 30 only I want to print hello world. Okay, you understood, right? You move this line anywhere, you move it to first, you move it last, or you move it in the inside here also. Okay, so what will happen is first your hello world will come, after 30 will come. Okay, there is some mismatch, order is there or not? Okay, to solve this problem, what we are going to do, we are going for a callback. Okay, so first step is go to that method and take one argument. This argument name you can keep anything. Okay, understood? I'll say callback. Let us see. I'll say callback. Okay, that's fine. And second thing is, which function you want to call it after some time? Print function. Correct, right? Which function I want to call it? A print function. So let us remove here. Okay, and call this function and send this argument as a here print function. Okay, clear. So after executing your work, where is your work is done? First sum is done and log is done. After that only my work is done. Okay, so that is the reason. What is the function name here? We are in the taking argument callback, right? Here you can add it and like a brackets. because here what is a function? We are sending it a function. So whenever this is a function, we need to write these brackets, otherwise it will not execute. So let us see what is the output. We are going to get it this time. Okay, it will wait for some time and it will print the data. So undefined, why it is printing is I am not passing any data here. It requires value, right? So that is the reason I will return a sum here, or I can write a hello world also. Hello world. Okay, so let us see. So first 30 will be print, then hello world will be printing. Okay, so now let us go for a definition. What is a callback? Callback is a function that is passed as an argument to the another function. Okay, simple. See here. So if you in the example, we are taking another argument and that argument is nothing but a function. Okay, whoever calling, they need to send a function, not the argument. First they will define a function here and they will send this function to here. Okay, once my work is everything is done and we are going to call that a function. Okay, so this is how it will work. Okay, because when we will go for it, suppose if you are sending any courier, we don't know how much time it will take. It will go to now or immediately after some time. Okay, so if you are adding a callback, once you received, you send me message, then what will happen? Once they receive it, they will send a message, so that way we can the sequence will be correct, right? So that is the reason we can pass one function as argument to the another function, and that function we can call it whenever it is required. Okay, such things we will call it as a callback function. Okay, so what is advantage? Like suppose if that message is taking so much time, no problem, after completing only my method also will be executed. That is a advantage. Okay, so let us see some examples on this one. Okay, so this is nothing but a callbacks. Okay, yes, let us go for a async methods. Okay, so let us discuss about the async. So there is a concept called async. Okay, suppose here I want, this is the most important interview question and people are getting confused. Let us try to do this one. Console.log of hello world, console.log of, okay, hi. Okay, so I will say end. Okay, so if I am running this program, what is the output we are going to get it? We are going to get a hello world and we are going to get a hi and we are going to get a end. Okay, let us see what's the example. Hello world, hi. So the program is working in sequential order, right? At top, then next, then next. It is working like that, right? Okay, this is how it will work. Okay, suppose if I want to execute some request after some time, okay, after 1 minute I want to send my request. I don't want to print immediately. I want to print my request after 1 minute or 1 second, something like this. Then we have to go for some methods called async methods. Okay, so these methods will be calling parallel with the other function. Suppose for example I want to arrange these chairs immediately. Okay, some 10 chairs are there. If one person is working, what will happen? It will work sequentially, correct, right? So if multiple persons are working, something like then what will happen? The work will fast, right? Okay, something like that. It is in the not in the sequential order, it will go based on the some order. Okay, so let us see here. Mainly we have a 4 methods. Okay, first one is a set timeout, second one is a set interval. Okay, so on third one is a clear timeout and fourth one is a clear interval. So let us go one by one. Okay, so now so far everybody understand this hello world program is working fine. Okay, so the first method we are going to write is a set timeout. Okay, so this set timeout, let us understand. Okay, so this set timeout mainly it will take a 2 arguments. Okay, how many arguments it will take? A 2 arguments. The first one is a function, second one is a time. Okay, for 1 second there is 1,000 milliseconds. Okay, here always it will take the milliseconds only, not in the seconds. Suppose you want to put 1 minute time, like 1 second time, how much time here we should write it? 1,000. For 2 seconds 2,000, something like this. Okay, so here you can write a ES6 function, or you can write an anonymous function, or you can write another function. You can pass it here, anything you can write it. Okay, so let me go with the ES6 function. So how to write ES6 function? Arrow symbol, open bracket and close bracket, something like this. Okay, suppose here what I'm going to do, here I'm going to write like this. Okay, so let us understand. Okay, console dot log of timer hello world. Okay, what is the timer I am adding it ma 1000. Okay, this means that this line of the program will be executed only after 1 second, not immediately. Okay, clear? Okay, suppose now I am going to save this one and run this output. Okay, so now what will happen? If program is going to first, this will run it, and program is going to run this line, and if it is going to wait for 1 second, after 1 second what it will print? A timer. After 1 second, what is the output? We should print it a hi and a hello. But if you see that output, we are not going to get that. So what is the output? We are seeing it first, hello world, hi, and then timer. Okay, so because JavaScript is a single threaded. Okay, so I'll open a, so JavaScript is a single thread model. That means, so there will be mainly, there will be two something like this. Okay, loops, something like this. Okay, callbacks. So first, whatever the line you are adding it, those lines it will be adding here. Okay, that lines will be added. If any asynchronous function or any callback function is there, suppose what is asynchronous function here in this example, this setTimeout is asynchronous function or not? Okay, so this setTimeout is asynchronous function. This whatever the function we are giving it, this is a callback function. Okay, so after 1 second only this will call, right? So internally what it will do in JavaScript, it will run by only one thread. Okay, only one person is going to write entire program. Okay, so first it will come to this line, it will be printed, and whenever there is a set timeout is there, okay, it will understand that this program should not be executed immediately. What it will do, it will just to move this entire whatever the method it is there, it will move this one into the, there is a next call waiting here. Okay, it is nothing, this is a current main thread, this is like a main application, so it will maintain two things here. Okay, so this is a main, something like this. Okay, this is a main, and this is like a loop something. Okay, callback something. Okay, so whenever this set timeout is there, what it will do, it will move to the second box, and immediately what is the next line is there, what is after, apart from this set time, what is the next line is there? Hi. So that it will print the hi, and next what is the next line is there? End. It will print the end. Once all these things are done, okay, once my all tasks are done or not, now it will check whether after one time is there any waiting methods are there. So already in the loop one method is there or not? Now this will bring again to the main context. Okay, so again what JavaScript will do, it will copy this also will do here. Okay, that is the reason first whatever the normal lines we are writing it, that will print. After that set timeout will print in the next. Okay, so this is an interview question. So now to confuse you, they will write like this. Okay, see, this is very important. They are going to write like this. Okay, okay, so now I will say 10 seconds, 100 milliseconds, timer hello world 2. If they are going to run this output, what is the output you are going to get? It tell me. First we are going to get a hello world. Next it is a 0 milliseconds. 0 milliseconds means what? Immediately. 0 milliseconds means immediately. Correct, right? So then what is the output we are going to get it? Okay, there is some logic here. Okay, it will not work like that. So if you are going to print output, first this one will print. So here we are calling set timeout, right? Whenever, what is the concept I told? Whenever you are writing a set timeout, immediately that box will be moving to where? This looping area. It will not check whether 0 seconds, millisecond, 1 second, it will not check at all. So this is a something is automatically this box will be moving to second place. Okay, and so that we will not print any output. And then we'll go for a next line. What is the next line? Hi. It will print that hi. Okay, and again what is the next? We are having it a set timeout. Okay, this set timeout again this will moving to the second box. Okay, and it will go and print the last value. What is the last value? End. So we are going to get the end. So once all the main tasks are done or not? Yes. Now it will go to the second box. What are the pending boxes? It is there. First one is a set timeout with 0. So that will bring it, and then this output will come. And next this output will come. Okay, so what is the final output? Can anybody guess here? Final output. First hello world, then hi, then end, then the timer and timer world. Okay, This is the output. So people, they will ask multiple times, please check here, I'm giving a zero value, it will execute immediately. It will not work like that. Okay. So what event loop will do, this will copy and it will add it to the backup. Okay. Once the main tasks are done, then only it will bring the this timer task. Okay. So let us see the output. What is the output? Hello world, hi, and so this output is matching with our query, right? So this is the question. They have given multiple interviews. Okay, people always will confuse here. They will write in the same order and something like this. Okay, that is wrong. So whenever we are going to write a set timeout, it will be executed last only, not the first time. Okay, okay. So this is okay. Now let us understand. This process is called event looping. Okay, this process is called the event looping. By default, JavaScript is a single threaded language. This means that it will execute only one piece of code at a time. Okay. So, and whenever we want to write multiple lines, first it will execute normal functions. Okay. If there is any set timeout functions and any clear interval function, those functions will be moving into the backup and they will be executed only in the last. Okay. This process is called a event looping. Okay. Okay. So now let us understand this set timeout. So this set timeout is how many arguments it is taking? 2 arguments. Okay. So 2 arguments. So first argument is what? Function. Okay. This function will be executed after particular amount of time, right? So this is also we can say callback. Set time also taking one function, passing an argument as a function to another function. That is nothing but a callback or not? Yes. So the set timeout also we can say callback. And next thing is, so this will be called only one time. This will not, it will not call a multiple time. Here I am writing a set timeout of 100 or something. How many times this function will be called? Only one time. That is also when it will call it will like after 100 milliseconds. Suppose there is a bomb. There the ticker is on. Now what will have, how many times that will blast? Only one time. Okay. Once the ticker is done, automatically it will blast. Same thing here, timeout also. Once that is done, it will blast. Okay. Suppose here I'm going to give like a 6 milliseconds, some 6 seconds. Okay. 6 seconds. Before 6 seconds, I want to stop that one. I don't want to blast the bomb. Okay. I want to defuse it. Okay. So then we have to write another method called clear timeout. What is the method name? Clear timeout. Okay. So this clear timeout, we need to pass an argument here. Okay. So whatever the method we are calling it, let us store into one variable. Let I'll say timeout obj, something like this. Okay. And we'll call this timeout obj here. Okay. Something. First we are storing this timeout entire function into one variable, and that function I am passing it to the clear timeout. Okay. It will take only one argument, no time, nothing, simply something. Okay. So what will happen is, whenever you are calling this function, so automatically it will stop the timeout, so that this function will not be executed at all. Okay. So let us see what is the output we are going to do it. Wait for 6 seconds. After 6 seconds also you will not get any output, because what we have done, we have cancelled our timeout, something like this. So this is nothing but a timeout function. Okay. Suppose now what I want to do, I want to print my time. Okay. Time. I want to print my time for every second. I want to print my time in the console for every second. Okay. Suppose in that case, we have to go, how many times we want to print it? One time or multiple times? Multiple times. Same task, multiple times. Then we have to go for next method called setInterval. Okay. Yes. So setInterval also will take a 2 arguments. First is a function. Second is a time. So I can write a ES6 function. Okay. Arrow symbol, open bracket, close bracket, and I can write like a comma. I can write like 1,000 something. Okay. So what is this 1,000? For every 1 second, this function is going to execute. Okay. Earlier set timeout, how many times it is called? Set timeout, how many times it is called? One time or multiple times? Only one time. Set timeout. Set interval, multiple times. Okay. Yes. So now here, if you are going to write a, let us write a document dot something console dot, okay, log of, I'll say print the date, new date. Okay. Something like this. Okay. Let us save and reload the page again. Okay. So first it is printing a hello world and date. Second it is printing hello world date. See the time, 23 second, 24 second, 25 second. It will keep on printing it. Okay. Suppose your requirement is you want to fetch some data from server for every 5 seconds, for every 1 minute, every 2 minutes. Then you have to call this function. What is this function? Set interval. Set timeout for only one time. Set interval for multiple times. Okay. Suppose I want to stop this ticker after 5 seconds. Okay. After 5 seconds, I want to stop this behavior. Okay. So what I have to do now? Then after 5 seconds, I want to stop it, right? So that is the reason I have to go here. Let us store this into one variable. Okay. Let interval. Okay. Obj observable, and let us stop that behavior. So if you want to cancel it, okay. So now what we are trying to do, after 5 seconds, I want to clear my interval. Okay. If you are calling immediately, what will happen is it will call immediately and you will not print 1 second also. But I don't want to do this one. I want to execute till 5 seconds. After that one only I want to stop it. That is the reason I am writing another set timeout and I'm clearing it. Okay. Let's go and reload the page again. Okay. So first time 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. After that it will not come because we have cleared the interval. So if you want to stop the interval, what is the method? Clear interval. If you want to say start the timeout, what is the method? Clear timeout. Okay, something like this. Okay, so this is, and we have discussed the event looping as well as the this one.